but we want to at least try that and 2 before I get to that one. But anyway, all right, so let's get rocking and rolling on all these shenanigans. What's nice is that you can have both these weapons online at the same time. So as far as other weapons that we're going to be looking for, yeah, so you only get 8 missiles. So you really can't, you do not ever want to fire a missile that you don't need to fire. I mean, that sounds a little like Jesus, Billy, calm down. But no, like seriously, you don't want to fire missiles that you don't need to fire because it's just a huge fucking waste. So, all right. Let's get rocking and rolling. Alright, so we gotta like to kind of take note here that like this stuff, like we're gonna have to loop around back this way, so we gotta kind of like, I might go here first. I don't know. It's like I don't want to, if I go down here, I'm not gonna go up here. The reason I say that is if I go down here, then I go, okay, let's go, I want to see if there's a store here. So if I jump here and I jump to here, and then, okay, well I still don't see there, so then I have to jump to here. So then, oh, okay, there's a store there, so I go here. So then I have to wait 2 dead jumps, so we're not going to do that. But it's like if I go this way, then I don't see all this stuff. We're probably going to go to this, we can go to this beacon anyway. I guess the only real difference is like, so these 2 beacons we're just probably just not going to go to. Like them's just the breaks. I'm probably just going to go this way. We might upgrade our piloting to be going into the nebula for manually searching wreckage event. I don't know what the fuck that event's called. I just call it like the nebula event or the manually searching wreckage event, which seems like too long of a name, but either way, we're jumping. Stay out of this, you'll be next. Concentrate fire on. I think I'm gonna like try and be a little bit, or at least I'm kind of in a mood to like do a little bit more explaining here. So I'm gonna try and do a little bit more explaining than I might normally do. So when you have these kind of events, when there's a remote settlement being blockaded by a pirate ship, stay out of this, you'll be next. So that means like this pirate's attacking the settlement, right? So you need so there's a potential for getting a double reward, because once you defeat the pirate, then you'll get whatever the settlement rewards you with. Because it's a settlement and not a ship, there's not a chance of the settlement running away because it's a settlement, it can't run away. So we definitely want to do this, but it's always worth at least taking note as to what it looks like you're going to be battling. You know what I mean? You don't want to just be like, oh, absolutely, double reward, but then you start the fight and it's like, oh, ball sack. Like, they have some really nasty setup. So, we can see here that they have a missile weapon. It's either going to be something that fires at either 9 or 10 seconds. That's, if it fires at 9 seconds, it does 1 damage, and if it fires at 10 seconds, it's going to be one that does 2 damage, so. Or 11 seconds, or whatever the hell it fires at. I think it fires at 10. There's this. And they also, we can see here that they have a drone set up. So, I don't see any other weapons. That doesn't mean there isn't one. It just, there probably isn't. So we're going to attack the pirate. We should be fine here. They have an anti-drone drone. That's it, though. Basically, I think what I should... It's possible that I should move my guy from weapons to shields. I think it's a little bit more important that we try to get this shot off a little bit faster with his bonus here, his manning bonus of 10%. So I think we're going to try that. I'm not planning on firing this Artemis, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to charge it up. Basically, okay, so that's a 1 damage missile. Okay, we're going to take damage here because this drone is going to... It fired and it's moving into position probably somewhere over here, it looks like. So it's going to fire way the hell before our shields get back up, which is a problem, but hopefully not the end of the world. As long as... If our shields don't get hit, then we're not too concerned. We even dodged this shot, which is pretty crazy. Only 20% evasion. This missile looks like it's heading towards my weapons. Definitely looks like it's definitely heading towards my weapons. So I can make a decision right now to fire this Artemis, because it's going to do 1 damage to my weapons. We can tell that it's a 1 damage missile for one, that it fired when it did. But if you didn't realize what time it fired, then it doesn't have little wings on the front of it. It's just like it's kind of like a naked missile. So I could fire this Artemis right now at their weapons. I don't think I'm going to do that because the 1 damage to my weapons isn't that big of a deal. It's going to shut the missile down, but I think we're fine with just our burst laser firing. I'm just going to target their weapons, and then once this missile goes down, we should be okay for the most part. And we dodged it anyway, so hooray for us. Nice. Okay, so we got that missile down. Now this missile that they're using is only a 1 power weapon, so they're only going to need to repair their weapon setup by 1 point in order to get that back online. So we're probably going to have to fire on it immediately. It depends on what kind of crew he has. We don't know what kind of crew he has. If he has, like, it's a pirate rigger, so it's any kind of pirate ship has a mixture of races on it. Could be they could just have Mantis. Probably not, but I think it's possible that that's the thing. We've definitely got some good dodges this fight, which is great. Just gonna sit here, and he's gonna be able to. He's getting this extra shot on us, which is definitely annoying, and it looks like it's gonna hit our weapons, and that's all right. Since his weapon here, since his missile here is not ready to fire, I'm gonna target his drone. And his missile is online again, so it's probably gonna fire before my burst laser is ready, but it probably won't hit my system until after it's already repaired. So even if it were to hit my weapons, it's not a big deal. I should have fired this just a half second. Okay, so we've taken a couple of hits this fight, but it's not a big deal. I'm gonna get this Artemis charging again, just in case something fucking bananas happens. Basically, like, what kind of bananas thing could happen would be if the missile like hit our piloting, for example, and the drone like got a lucky couple of hits in and then hit our shields. That would be very bad. So then we would use the Artemis missile and target their drones or whatever, something to like stop the bleeding, basically. So we're gonna fire on their weapons again. Nice, just stop that missile from happening. And they're only at 1 hull, but that doesn't mean that I want to use the Artemis missile. We're not taking damage here. Okay, it's not worth it. We might take damage here. No, we got lucky. And their missile's back up, but as long as we get these hits here, there we go, they're dead. No point in wasting a missile. Like, it was very unlikely anything, like if something, like I said, if something escalated where we were going to take a bunch of damage in a row, then we could have, that wasn't going to happen. So 18 scrap, very nice reward, 2 missiles and a drone part. And with this settlement event, there's a couple of things that can happen. I don't know if they can give you like really exceptional rewards in this instance. Maybe they can, but usually it seems like they're either wealthy or they're not. And see, so we didn't get a very great reward here, but it's, I mean, double's better than just the 1. So we appreciate what you've done, but you're just another ship looking for profit. But there'll just be another ship, blah blah blah. Sorry, we can't give you more. Sometimes they're like super grateful and you get a bunch of crap, but that wasn't the case this time. Not a big deal, like I said. Alright, that was just 1 fight. But we did get 26 scrap from it, so that's great. We're gonna just hop to this next jump here. It's not a nebula. It's a dead jump, so nothing exciting there. Now, I don't see any distresses or any stores on these beacons, so I'm just going to skip over this one. We're going to jump to this one. I think what I'm probably gonna plan on doing is like go here and then hit both of these nebulas, which advance the fleet at half the rate of which they normally would. So, but before I do go into those nebulas, I do want to have my piloting at level 2, so I can have a blue event for a fairly common event in the nebula. Nothing there. Another dead jump. All right. What I'm doing right now is I'm just measuring where it looks like how many jumps that I have. And what I've done is I just have, of course, my trusty sheet of paper with the little tick marks in it that I have that I just wrote on it with pen that are like the distance that the fleet advances every turn. So by looking at this, it looks like I have 7 jumps that I can take before I need to be jumping to the exit. So each of these are half, so I can count these as each half, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 5, 6, 7. So I think I want to go to these nebulas right away. The reason I say that is because there's no store here, and if I take these nebulas, I'm going to upgrade my piloting. If I take these nebulas, then and then move towards this area, I'll be able to uncover all these beacons and be able to have a chance to both look at them, and then if there's something interesting that I want to go to, like a store or a distress, then I'll be able to go to them. Alright, it's a drone ship. Moves into attack. Alright, so this weapon setup is a little annoying, but it's not super annoying because they don't even have a shield, but it will fire before us. Basic lasers fire in 10 seconds. We only have 1 shield, so unless we evade one, we're going to be taking 1 point of damage. But we did evade one, so... Because we did 1 point of damage to their weapons, they're only going to be shooting 1 of them at us. And since we have 1 shield, we might as well try, and as noted, we just dodged there, we might as well let this stay up and fire on us so that we can get some evasion training. I'm not a really big fan of sitting back and just letting an enemy fire on us until we're maxed on systems. Like, that just happens naturally over the game, in my experience. There's nothing wrong with sitting there and doing it while you do something else, but that's not entertaining for the stream. So it certainly like the time that I would do that would be if I was doing no pause runs, but we're not doing that. So 12 scrap, 2 fuel, and 2 missiles. Very nice. It is the noob ship, Muncher. What's up, man? We're kind of doing like in-depth analysis right now, sort of, like a little bit. Okay, so there is a distress here, so I'm definitely going to be planning on going to that. That being said, we're still going to hit up this other nebula first. Okay. So here's the thing. This is going to be firing at 10 seconds. This fires at 12 seconds. This takes like a couple of seconds to travel to your ship. In-depth analysis. Like, I'm just going into like overdrive as far as explanations go, Muncher. Like a little bit more so than I might normally do, just because I feel like it. Since it's a shorter stream today, I feel like I could probably just explain my head off during these fights to try and make things a little bit more educational. Loki, thanks for following, man. I appreciate the support, dude. So this fires at 10 seconds. This fires at 12 seconds. It's a little bit... I think it fires at 12 seconds. Or does it fire at 11 seconds? I think it fires at 12 seconds. So normally, if this was an ion blast 1, I'd turn off my shields and then try and sneak it in under. Like, let the ion in. I don't think that works with this one. I don't think. So I don't think there's any point. Yeah, see, this is hitting us like as this is hitting us. So we're a lot better off letting this hit, letting the beam fire, and then just letting this hit. Like it'll just happen or it won't. And we dodged it anyway. Now we did damage to their weapons. So. And again, like, we have 14 missiles. That doesn't mean we need to just go ham. What's up, Ellis? We don't need to go ham with with the weapons, with the missile. Okay, it's not what we need to be doing. Okay, so this got repaired before the beam weapon. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna shut my shields off, unpause, and then pause again really quick. Turn my shields back on. And so what's gonna happen here is the plan is, okay. Normally, it looks like it's gonna hit my shields. If it targets your shields, that's just a random chance. You don't know what system it's going to be targeting, or even if it targets a room that has a system in it. But if the ion hits your shield, then it just acts as though it actually targeted your shield room, and it stuns the power, and then your shields are down for 5 seconds. So we just got a little unlucky here that it actually targeted our shields, but it's usually worth. I mean, as long as you're not going to take damage by actually pulling down your shields, it's usually worth the chance of it not actually hitting your shields. So we're going to take damage from this beam weapon. If we're lucky, it's only 1 damage. If we're unlucky, it's like 3 damage, but probably somewhere in the middle. Actually, I actually was able to take down their weapons before it even fired, which is actually surprising to me. I didn't think that was going to happen. 13 scrap, 1 missile, and a drone part. Not too bad. Now, I could be having auto fire on and just like auto target their weapons, but I think in general it's probably better to just like every time like you need to pay attention to like your weapons charging and like how long they take. Obviously, you can actually look and see how long your weapons take to charge. Artemis being 11 and the burst laser 2 being 12. But it's better to like really think about each volley that you're firing, like kind of realize what is good and what is not good to be targeting as you go. Okay, it still looks like I got 6 jumps before I need to be going to the exit here, so I definitely want to hit up this distress, I guess. To be honest, there's really not a whole lot of blue options that I get for distresses, but that being said, there's still things that I could do that we might take hull damage from or whatever, but or people that might need fuel or need to be brought to a place. They're going to give us better rewards in general. So, like, even if this distress was a store, then I would not be going to it because we only have 31 scrap. We're not interested in selling the burst laser 2. We could sell the Artemis if we had to, but not really interested at this point in doing that. But I don't know what it sells for, to be honest. I can't remember. I can't remember the last time we had it. It probably sells for like 22 or something like that. I don't know. It's just a guess. But I wouldn't want to go. You don't want to go to the store unless you have enough scrap to be buying the things that you want. So things that we're specifically looking for are long-range scanners, which is 30 scrap, so we could afford that. But it's like extremely powerful weapons that we would absolutely have to buy at this point would be burst laser 2, flak. That's probably about the only 2 weapons that we would absolutely need to buy. Heavy laser 1 would definitely be something that I would really like to buy. That costing 50 scrap. The flak 1 being 65, and the burst laser 2 being 80 scrap. So anyway, so this is an event where we can actually lose a crew member, and we only have 3 crew members. And we don't have any blue options here for scanning the ship, so we're just gonna ignore the ship. We could board and investigate, but like I said, risk of losing a crew member permanently. So even with a clone bay, I think there's a chance of losing a crew member here because of some disease on the ship. I can't remember for sure. There's a distress up here. Not gonna be going to that. Gonna be hopping here. It sells for 18. Thanks, Azaria, by the way. Sorry. So this event is kind of interesting. We'll see what one specifically it is. There's no risk of setting an away party to invest. Well, that's not necessarily true. You don't instantly lose crew member from setting away party to investigate, but there's a few things that could happen. We're on hard mode, Saigoon. So we'll send an away party here. So this is a very good event. They say, quick, we just got word from Sister Outpost, blah, blah, blah. So they give us scrap fuel missiles here, and we got a quest marker added to our map. This event, where a Federation base is under attack, is really good and extremely worth doing. We absolutely want to hit this. What we will get from this event typically is we have to fight like a drone or some ship that's attacking a Federation outpost. It may or may not have a friendly ASB that's firing on the enemy ship, and typically once you defeat that ship, you'll get like a crew member with a random skill, or even sometimes, and you usually get hull repair too, and I think you can get a weapon sometimes. But so we have 4 jumps before we need to be hopping to this exit, so that means we could go store here, quest, and then jumping to the exit. We could do that. Thanks for the follow on Twitter, Gus. I appreciate the support, dude. You didn't rename Ugly Humans again. Are there? Yes, there's people. Schlades, Jason, and Nerd are all people that are here. Ellis. Yeah, absolutely. We do have 40 scrap, but the Artemis sells for 18. I don't think that's quite enough scrap to be going to this store, sadly, which is really sad because I would love to go to that store. But I mean, in most cases, if we go there and they have amazing stuff, we just can't afford it. So there's not really a whole lot of point in going there. We don't have any augments to sell, no drones, no extra weapons. We could sell the Artemis, but it only sells for 18. So we're gonna skip the store. It's a sad thing, I know. Okay. Your order weapons free.
Oh my god.
Saigoon, thanks for following, man. I appreciate the support. Alright, so they have a Burst Laser 1 that fires at 11 seconds, and they have a bomb weapon. We don't know specifically what it is. Probably a small bomb. Yeah, it always kind of sucks when you get a store a little too early. It was in a great position normally, Schlades, but we just didn't get quite the amount of scrap that we would have liked. It sucks that we don't have 2 shields, because that's going to be, unless we dodge one of the shots, that's going to be hitting us for a point of damage. This is a ship where I am probably interested in doing the, damage to their weapons with our Artemis missile, probably. And I'm pretty sure they have a guy manning weapons, so that means they're going to get that manning bonus too. So I saw the doors like open from like this to here to here. It looked like, I don't know. So if this like is ready to, if this is going to fire on us, okay, right when our Artemis charges, I think I'm just going to go ahead and try and target their weapons here. If we miss, it's not the end of the world. We do have a decent bit of missiles, but things could definitely snowball a little bit here. And they did, in fact, get a hit on our weapons. Very happy I fired that. And the next thing I'm going to target immediately is just going to go ahead and... like, I could target their weapons again. I think that's fine, because we don't know what that bomb is. It's probably a small bomb, but if that hits my weapons, then we're going to be up a creek for sure. So he's got this repaired again. I'm just going to fire on it again. He definitely has an NG in there repairing to be getting that system up that fast. If he only had Mantis, I forgot to reactivate this Artemis right away. But if he only had a Mantis, then he'd be taking ages to get that thing online. But either way, keep firing on it. In that case, 12 scrap, 1 drone part, 2 missiles. Not too bad. We're gonna get Schlades healed up here. Return to your stations. It definitely looks, it's really close, but I'm pretty sure we got 3 jumps before we need to be going to this quest. We don't see any distresses or stores over here, so what I think I might do is go here and then the quest, and that way we can hit this beacon before the exit. We do have 52 scrap, so a thing that I could definitely do is get my shields to level 2, and I don't even need to upgrade any power. It just increases the amount of ships we can fight that can't deal us damage. It's not a bad idea. What's up, Avian? Welcome back, man. Good to see you. It's not a bad idea, I don't think. It does mean that if we happen to run into a store past this quest, then we are not going to be having scrap for it. I think I'm gonna do it anyway. You need to learn the system hotkeys for switching power. What's up, Omakinsta? Welcome, dude. Thanks for stopping in. Mouse clicking can get annoying. Well, you can actually set the system hotkeys. If you go into options and configure keyboard hotkeys, you can actually configure all of them. The only thing that I changed a couple around. I changed... what the hell did I change? I changed hacking, I think, or no? I can't remember what I changed. I changed the mind control to E. That's one of the things that I did. And I also changed... What's up, Korean? What happened to that shit Roxy run? A lucky flak save the run? No, we didn't get a flak. We won. Our weapon setup was a halberd beam, a heavy laser 1, an ion 1, and a small bomb. That was our weapon setup, Avian. Yeah, we won. We took some damage, but we won. So, alright. Anyway, so yeah, that's how you get set up your... you can change your hotkeys, whatever you want. But in general, like, A is shields, S is engines, D is medbay, F is oxygen, and then, I don't know past that. Figure out which earbud size. What's up, Marionis? Welcome back, man. Music listening. Dude, I have no idea. Okay, attack. We're gonna definitely... This is another potential double reward here. Now, if you have cloaking or hacking, there's an... you're gonna have a blue option here to, like, disable this drone ship or cloak past the drone ship and get to the storage cache. But you're not guaranteed to get a reward from the storage cache. But if you kill the enemy auto assault, you're guaranteed that reward, and then you may or may not get something from the storage cache. So you definitely don't want to choose those blue options in this type of an event. You want to attack the ship. Okay. So they have a combat drone plus this heavy laser. Definitely a dangerous weapon setup that they have. So we're going to put our shields to level 2. Now, obviously, I just pulled the power from my engines. But what I'm going to do is anytime that this thing is going to be shooting at me, I'm going to be pulling my oxygen and putting it into my engines. And then we'll put it back. We're only going to have 15% evasion here, but it's better than nothing. And it means that we have 2 shields up. We could still definitely take damage here. It's not guaranteed at all, but at least there's a chance. I could unpower this Artemis missile to give me 5% more evasion. But I think I don't know. Well, I'm going to fire this burst laser 2 first into his, maybe his drones. I don't know. But if that completely misses, then we can hit the drones. Okay, so we hit. So I don't need the Artemis missile anymore. So I'm just going to put this power here. Even though we can't take damage here, I could just pull my extra shield, but when this thing gets repaired, then if I'm not paying attention, we could take damage. So I'm going to leave it. I still want to pull this point of oxygen into my evasion for when this fires at me, because instead of a 15% evasion, we're going to have 20% chance of evasion to get my dude in piloting as well as engines trained in skill. So we didn't dodge that time, but still worth the small amount of micro. So Burst Laser 2 is ready to go. I don't want to really fire on the heavy laser, I don't think. I'm going to let that keep firing on us so that we can get a little bit of possible training going. So we're going to do the same thing we did before. Didn't dodge, that's okay. I could have left the combat drone firing on us. It has a lot more DPS, so it's going to be firing on us constantly, and we could definitely train our stuff a lot quicker, but I didn't feel like doing that. Goodbye, auto assault scum. 14 scrap, and we'll investigate the station. Hopefully we get another reward, but we might not. And we got an anti-bio beam. Ha! Good old anti-bio beam. Oh man, and 8 scrap. Anti-bio beam sells for 25 scrap. It does 60 damage to crew. Takes 20 seconds. Sorry, 16 seconds to charge. Does 60 damage to crew, and it does not do damage to enemy ships. We're not interested in using it. Very gimmicky weapon. Best weapon, NA. My god. That is the weapon that the Slug A ship starts with. It can give you some instances where you can get crew kills where you otherwise might not be able to, but we need to get our power up another point. So in fact, we do have an allied ASB here, which is great. And we're going to have to fight this drone ship. Now they do have a missile here. And they also have a beam drone. Okay, we're not interested in doing anything other than target down this missile. We want to stop that from firing on us. Even if this missile hits our shields, because we have these extra points here, it's not going to disable them. So it's just a 1 damage missile, I think. Yeah, it's just 1 damage missile. Even if it hits us, not a big deal. Just going to target their missile system. There we go. Boom! Oh man, you took out his poor little beam drone. Damn you, ASB, why would you be so cruel? Yeah, it fires at your ship, and then it's like, and then it like just goes whoop, and then just like switches. All right, 7 scrap, 2 missiles and a drone part, but here's the good part. 4 hull points repair, so basically a repair up to full. We just didn't take that much damage. 2 fuel, 1 missile, 21 scrap, nice, and we got a free crew member in the form of a Zoltan. So that's not too shabby. And they're gonna rename this dude Avia. Most recent to talk in chat. There you go. Normally, what I do with our 4th crew member, in general, you want to man the piloting, engines, weapons, and then it's like kind of a coin flip, or in general, it's kind of a coin flip between doors and shields. Generally, doors are a little bit better to have manned at the beginning of a fight, but that being said, we're not going to be doing that with the Zoltan because that just negates the power that he would be giving us. No bio, sad face. What do you mean, no bio? Like, we have the bio beam. I don't understand. How much more bio could I get? What's up, Mankey? How you doing, man? A stinky light bulb. Look, at least you're not a human. It's really close here. We should have one more jump before I need to go to the exit. Fairly certain we do. So we're going to jump here, and then we're going to be going to the exit. I could upgrade my weapons by 1 point, so that way I could have this anti-bio beam active, along with the burst laser 2. If I do that, I'm not going to do it till the next sector, though. When does the game determine if a shot will miss? When if your shields are up, when it is crossing the line of your shields, when your shields are down, when it's actually crossing the middle of the room that it's targeting. Mariones. Yep. Avian repeated the same thing. The Dread Pirate Tuco. Alright, so we can see here they have a missile weapon as well as a stun ion. This firing at 10 seconds. So we're just going to be targeting their weapons here. That's all we're going to be doing. And because they have a missile weapon, even if we did have the anti-bio beam active, we would not be interested in going for crew kill, because this weapon is just going to be doing damages constantly. Alright, so it's firing at the same time. Even if we couldn't see the missile, we'd know that this fires at 10 seconds, and because this is firing at 10 seconds, it's going to be doing us 2 damage. But it has the wings on the front, so we know it's going to be doing us 2 damage if it hits us. Hopefully it doesn't, but it might. Run's going good, Avian. Just kind of, since it's a short stream today on Monday, I'm trying to be a little bit more, do a little bit more explaining as we go today. But yeah, what's up, XCOM? You're playing Federation A? That's kind of like the Kestral A, except for you have the beam weapon. And you have the Zoltan shield third time in a row, you cheater. Okay, looks like this is going for like my oxygen or something. Okay, and they actually got a breach in my oxygen and shut it off. So we're gonna want to get that repaired immediately. Okay, we got their missile down, which I'm kind of surprised because they only did 1 damage to their weapon. I'm gonna get this repaired immediately. Okay. I'm gonna fire on their weapons again. Let's try and make sure that stays down. Alrighty. Alright, there we go. Got that repaired right away. We don't want to bother letting that stay down for any extended period of time. That's just our risk that's kind of unnecessary. I'm a little curious as to what they have going on their ship exactly at the moment, so I'm going to take a little peek here in those sensors. Okay, they got an NG, but they're having the Mantis repair the weapons here, so that's just, okay, whatever. I don't know why. It's going to target their shield since they're going to be taking ages to get these weapons online. They're offering 8 missiles, 2 drone parts, and 10 scrap, which is actually not that bad. 8 missiles is worth a lot, but we have absolutely no use for missiles. So we're gonna refuse their surrender. 10 scrap isn't bad either, but to be honest, I'd rather, since we're not using drones right now, I'd rather get like 15 scrap from him straight up. So I'm not gonna accept surrender. Got his charge, or I mean, sorry, his stun ion ready to go. Papers, Please is a great game. What's up, Mellow Flower? How's it going, dude? 19 scrap, 3 fuel. That's all a great reward, and a drone part even. Not too bad. And look at that. It's pretty close, but obviously not covered, so no diving for us, thank goodness. One fuel for 4 missiles. No thanks. I'd rather keep my fuel. To the next sector. Okay. In general, like, pirate controlled and civilian are pretty much, like, actually vaguely close to being things that I would, either one being ones that I would want to go to, but we're going to take civilian here. It gives us a choice between, it gives us an extra civilian sector going in this direction, and then it gives us choices between civilian sectors the further we go after that as well. And that does force us into a Sector 4 hostile sector, but so would this one. So, there we go, civilian. I should play Papers, Please sometime? Yeah, maybe. I've played it on stream several times. It's a great game. Okay, we got 71 scrap, and we've got 2 stores. So that's not too bad. Alright, so I think what I'm going to want to do here is we're going to hit this store, and then we're going to go nebula, into the nebula, and we're going to loop around here. Get these beacons done, and then we're going to go to the store. This exit is on a nebula, so we know for a fact that it is a dead beacon. So what we're going to plan on doing is diving in this sector. There's no enemy ASB on an exit with a nebula. I think on easy mode there's actually no ASB on the exit ever, but on hard mode there's normally ASB there. So because it's in a nebula, there is no ASB. Before your time? Oh jeez! Are you gonna be leaving us soon? Hull beam, fire beam, stun bomb, some crew. Not interested in any of that, sadly. Not right now, anyway. Drone control, backup battery, mind control, long-range scanners. We're definitely interested in. We're going to be selling this bio beam. We're going to be buying the long-range scanners. And we are going to be pretty happy. They do have mind control. You played the game before I knew of you. Oh, I see. I thought you were like, you better play it before my time's up, or something like that. I was like, jeez, okay. Fire beam, bio beam, best combo. Yeah, not so much. Not so much. I don't ever like buying crews, so we're not gonna be doing that. So we're gonna be happy with our long-range scanners. I could maybe buy a couple of fuel. We got an ion storm right off the bat there, so we know we can prepare for that. Bio fire dream is dead. Yeah, sorry guys. Rip. Yeah, we're not gonna be buying anything else here, I don't think. We can buy a couple of fuel at the next store if we don't have any more. But so we know this next jump is an ion storm, so that means our power is going to be halved, so that means we're going to have 4. It does round up, so if we get 1 more bar of power here, we will have 5. And then we have the Zoltan power, which is not affected by it. I'm going to go ahead and do it. I don't think that we need it, but I'm going to do it anyway. And I could definitely upgrade my engines 1 point here. So we're going to have 6 power in total, 5 from the 5 after the Nebula, and then 1 with the Zoltan as well. So this is 31 scrap, and we have several jumps before the next store. I'm not going to do it quite yet. A couple of these jumps first. What do we got? Okay, not an event that is the one that we were looking for, so we're gonna have to fight a drone here, but that's okay, should be fine. And unfortunately it shut down my shields, which is definitely problematic. Don't like it when the game shuts down my shields right off the bat. We're going to leave our oxygen off here for now to have 2 shields up, because when this thing fires on us, it's going to take down one of our shields, so we want both of them online. When this hits, it's going to stun one of our power, so we can then take this power that it takes away and put it into our oxygen. Not that we're getting hit very much at all, but so now that this weapon's offline, they're gonna use the power elsewhere. In this case, to get their shields online, and that also means that we don't need our shields at level 2 as long as that's offline. They do auto repair on auto assault, or on auto ships, so you do have to watch for it to pop back up, but we should be fine. Goodbye, auto assault scum. 13 scrap, 2 fuel, and 2 missiles. Not too bad. And we're going to be hopping over here. And like I said, hitting as many beacons as we can before getting to this store. There's a ship detected. Probably a pirate ship, if I had to guess. Nope. It's another event where if we had hacking or cloaking, we could have a blue option to bypass this ship to try and get to the station. But we don't know what kind of reward is going to be there, if there's going to be anything there at all. So we're going to attack the automated ship. They do have mind control here, which is worth noting, but we're not going to be concerned with it. He is going to be, let's see, our guy, they actually have level 2 mind control. You could tell because our guy has 115 health instead of his normal 100 health. So it's definitely annoying. I might use the Artemis to take down his mind control, to be honest. I have to bring this Zoltan over here to kind of distract this guy so he doesn't take down my system. would kind of suck. Okay, oh, that's a great miss. Sweet. Target their weapons first. Shit. Okay. I don't want this missile weapon up, so I'm going to target their weapons again. There we go. Just going to let him stay in there. There we go. Alright. Both of you guys healed up. What's up, Value? Welcome back, man. Good to see you. 13 scrap from this event, and we're going to be investigating station. So this event that we get here is what you would have gotten if you just bypass it. In this case, you get a little bit of stuff, but we get a double reward because we took out the drone ship to get to this point. So that's what we want to do. Alrighty. Nice. One of the many great reasons to have long-range scanners. You get some blue options in nebulas as well. In this case, we got some free scrap. Not too bad. Looks like we got a couple of jumps here before we would have to go to the store. I think we're going to go here for sure. I could, if I wanted, I could go like here, and then the store or something like that. We'll see. We do have 93 scraps, so it's not doing too bad. Okay, with our 2 shields here, this weapon setup can't deal us damage. It's a heavy laser 1 and a mini beam. So with our 2 shields online, we don't have nothing to worry about. They are going to be boarding us, which is definitely moving, I guess, but it's a Mantis fighter, so they're going to be boarding us with Mantis, obviously. Now, I don't want I want the human fighting this Mantis, not the Zoltan, because Zoltan have 70 health instead of 100, so we're going to have these 2 double team the Mantis. He's still going to be doing a crap ton of damage to Mr. Slates here. Enough that I'm just going to go ahead and switch him out. So what I'm doing here is I'm moving them both out of the room and then replacing and then moving them back in the order in which they would, like, that I want them to be rearranged in. Alright, so because their weapon setup can't deal me damage, what I kind of want to do is try and get a crew kill on their ship. And what I should have actually done is fired on their medbay to try and time it with their guy. But that didn't happen because I wasn't paying that close of attention. So we're gonna wait for them to board me again. Okay. We really want to try and kill this Mantis, so I'm gonna like send everybody to go kill this dude. Since this ship can't deal us damage, I'm gonna rearrange this guy so he's not taking damage. More. We'll kill this Mantis off. Nice. Alright, cool. That Mantis dead, and we can see what we can do as far as getting a crew kill goes. If they only have Mantis on board, we're gonna have a pretty easy time getting a crew kill. If they have an NG on board, then it's probably not gonna happen. We're gonna try and take down their oxygen here, and we saw the door open here from the engine. So whoever was in engines is now repairing oxygen. It repaired really crazy fast. So we're not going to be getting a crew kill here. That's just not going to happen because they definitely have an NG to repair that ship. So annoying, but not a big deal. So what happened is when I did damage their oxygen, we also got levels up in the evasion here. When I did damage to the oxygen while their shields were down, the NG was busy repairing the shields, so the Mantis, I'm assuming, and piloting, it ran down here to work on the oxygen. So that gives us a very small opportunity for a crew kill, but in general, it's just not going to happen. So There must be a fire over in this room because they are both running over to the shields to put out that fire. But we're not, like I said, they only have 2 hull. I did a bunch of shots in them already, so we're not going for no crew kill. Just kill their ship. $13 scrap, 1 fuel, and a missile. Okay, we got another ion storm here. Definitely could be the event that we're looking for. The reason that we upgraded our piloting to level 2. So I think we're gonna go here. I could go here and then the storm. I'm definitely gonna go here first, though. So let's go here and see what we can get. Okay, so this is the event that I was talking about. It's a fairly common event, happens in ion storms. We can manually search the wreckage here. What that would do is it risks losing a crew member, and also it risks taking hull damage. But you get a guaranteed reward of some type. If you have this option, however, you have a chance of either getting a reward or not getting a reward, but you don't risk losing anything. So we're going to do that, and boom, 16 scrap, and the anti-ship beam drone, which sells for 25. No, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Look, there's no beam that exists. Okay. There's no. You must be talking about some kind of anti-bio beam. Those things don't exist. Clearly, don't exist. Outrageous. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and go to the store. We have 122 scrap, and we have this drone to sell as well. So that's definitely enough money to spend in the store. What you got for a store? Drone control, crew teleporter, cloaking, fire drone, defense 2, system repair drone. What's up, Sam? How you doing, sir? They have a burst laser 1, which is definitely something worth considering. It is a very good game, Sam. One of the best. We could definitely purchase that burst laser 1. It's not like the nuts or anything like that, but it definitely goes extremely well with the burst laser 2. It firing at 11 seconds and the burst laser 2 firing at 12, so it's a good volley, 5 shots, and that would definitely give us a very powerful weapon setup that'll be able to carry us a good bit of ways. So I think we're gonna go ahead and plan on purchasing that. Yeah, and we're gonna buy some fuel here too. 12 fuel isn't super low or anything, but I'm kind of paranoid. I'm gonna buy it to like 14 fuel. Not interested, even if we could have afforded it. This is a little early for me as far as... I meant the burst laser. I said the burst laser 1. We have a burst laser 2. Why burst laser 1 instead of 2? Like, they don't have a burst laser 2. They have a burst laser 3. A burst laser 3 is really a really poor weapon, Saigun. So here's the way that this thing works. So it requires 4 power, and it takes 19 seconds to charge, and it fires 5 shots. So in order for you to fire your 5 shots, your 4 weapon power has to go unmolested for 19 seconds, and when you complete doing that, then you get 5 shots. So if they have 3 shields, if you hit every single shot, you're doing 2 damage every 19 seconds. If you never miss a shot. If you have 2 burst laser 1s, which is definitely not like a not insane weapon setup, it's just significantly better because it requires 4 power, and even though it's 1 less shot, you're firing 4 shots every 11 seconds. Okay, so even if you take 1 point of weapon power, you're still going to have 1 of those 2 firing. It's just, in general, it's not a really great... it's just not a great weapon. It's really slow. It only fires 5 shots. It especially is just overshadowed by the power of the burst laser 2. So if you had 2 burst laser 2s, that's 4 power, and it fires 6 shots every 12 seconds compared to the 19. You'd be better off using a burst laser 1 and a heavy laser 1 over this thing generally. But yeah, it's just a really poor weapon. I think people value it because it's like it fires a lot of shots at once, but it's quite poor, sadly. No problem, Saigoon. Anyway, this is too early for cloaking, in my opinion, and drone control we're not really interested in, I don't think. This ship is not particularly great with drone control, with the defense drone. It's okay. It's not the worst, but it's not great. As with any other drone, they travel around the shield line, and you gotta kind of imagine, like, okay, so if the defense drone's like on this side of the ship, and a missile comes in from like this side of the screen, and like targets like the front half of your ship, the defense drone's probably just not gonna have a chance. After watching, you just accept when I say X is better than Y. That's good enough. Nah, I'm more than happy to explain. I'm more than happy. Thoughts on Defense 2 versus Defense 1? Like, Defense 2 would probably be best considered like an extra level of shields. But, and Defense Drone 1 is, I think in general, Defense Drone 2 saves you more damage. But, that being said, I like Defense Drone 1 just because it's 1 less power, and you don't have to, like, be concerned about it not firing at missiles. You know what I mean? Thanks for the retweet, Hero. I appreciate the support. Yeah, any of the NG ships are amazing with defense drones, and the rock ships are quite good too with defense drones. I mean, the Zoltan ships aren't bad. Probably like the worst ships are like the Crystal ships and the Lanius ships. Those are like really bad, and also the Federation ships are absolutely garbage with drone control. Just because they're so big and awkward. Anyway, we got our fuel, we got all of our stuff set up here, so I'm gonna go ahead and get my weapons online to that point. We're gonna get our engines to level 3. And I could buy a bar of power here. We don't really need this burst laser 1 online most of the time, but it might not be too bad. Yeah, that's also true, Avian, which Defense 1 will come with the system sometimes. And I'd probably buy a bar of power, but I mean, we don't really need this, like, both of these online, like, right this second. But we'll definitely, I'm gonna just get the bar of power, so that way I don't have to micro oxygen into the engines. And this also gets us out of this super cheap power, so that way if we happen to run into some kind of an event that gives us a free reactor point, it gives us 25 scrap in value instead of 20 scrap. It's not really that relevant, but it's a thing, I guess. So next thing we're going to be looking to upgrade is definitely going to be our engines to level 4, and at that point we're just going to be looking to adding more systems onto our ship. Yeah. So we're going to be going here. And like I said, we're going to be planning on diving here since there's not going to be any ASB on the exit. So basically this beacon here is going to be like my target for like where I want to go. It looks like I got like 7 jumps. So I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then dive. I don't think I really want to do that. There's nothing detected here, so we're just going to go to these 2 jumps where there's ships detected, and then I might cross over into this nebula and come back up this way through. I don't know. We'll see. We're going to start off with hitting up these, though. Okay, smaller fueling outpost. We're going to intervene and defend the outpost. We know that here they have drone control, and they also have a beam weapon of some kind, but we'll see what they have. Okay, they have a combat drone with the beam weapon. Definitely not a setup that's likely to deal us damage, but it is possible. You would definitely not want to go AFK on this ship. And up our evasion for this shot. Didn't dodge it, that's okay. The same here. You could, I mean, in all realism, you could just leave the oxygen off for an extended period of time. It's not that big of a deal, but I'm not gonna do that. God damn it. Yeah, easy is just is really not that much easier than hard mode. I mean, there's a very distinguishable difference between the two, but I mean, the game is not easy on easy mode for sure. Alright. So the reason I took down their beam weapon here is just because this way it doesn't. This way, this thing is going to be firing on me, and it gives me some evasion training potential, so that's kind of what I wanted to do here. Just going to target down their shields here, I guess. It doesn't really matter. And we could just kill them outright here. I let this fire on us just a couple of times. What's up, Soundhound? Welcome back, man. Good to see you. Thank you, sir. Yeah, it is a Monday stream, so it's not a long stream. So it's kind of why I just kind of decided to do a little bit of an extent, like a little bit of a little bit more in-depth analysis kind of a thing as we go. 1 missile, 1 drone part, 10 scrap, and we'll see what we get from the refueling station. Nice, not too bad. 15 scrap, 3 fuel, and a drone part. Nice. We got 46 scrap. That's not bad at all. The reason I didn't sell this Artemis is just because we have 26 missiles, and I don't know. It's as far as a missile weapon goes, it's not complete garbage. Ooh, that's actually vaguely tempting. 36 scrap. For an NG. They do have a lot of blue options. I do like NGs. That is definitely tempting. But I don't like paying scrap for crew members. It's gonna be worth it. It's definitely gonna be. We're definitely gonna get that scrap back out of him. Looks like Yizzy gets the name. Ben almost got it. Almost got it. It's so early, and it's a decent price. If they were charging me like 40 scrap, I would not do it, but that's alright. Always attack. Nah, there's okay. So if they if you attack there, when they get to a certain hull, there's a 66% chance that they offer another crew. It's never. Oh, it still says voting now. My bad. I'm gonna change that right now. There's a 66% chance that they offer a crew member for free. But it's not guaranteed to be the same crew member they offered you in the first place. So I didn't really think it was. I just didn't want to like a Denji this early. We're in Sector 2 for 30 whatever scrap I paid for him. We're gonna get that money back easy. And then if you do get a if you do get a crew kill on the ship, then after the crew's dead, then there's a 33% chance that you get a choice between X crew members and then scrap along with it. You split on this decision. Since the enemy does have a burst laser too, though the Artemis can probably take it down. Well, our laser setup could have easily smashed their weapon setup. Billy condones slavery. Look, alright, we're gonna get our money back from him. We won't beat him too much. Okay, Omac, look, it's fine. Like, he's totally okay with it. Alright, it doesn't look like we have 5 jumps before this beacon right now. It looks like we have like 4.5. So I think what I'm going to do is take this nebula jump, just because it's basically free. And then we'll hit this, because it's a half, it advances at half. And then we'll hit 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this will be our last jump, and then we're going to dive on the exit. That sounds like a plan to me. There's no ship detected here, so it's not a guarantee that we actually get anything, but in this case, we do get a pirate ship that we get to fight, so nice. It's a little bit of an annoying ship, to be honest. We only need 1 shield up, so I'm not going to bother microing that crap. Yeah, I paid money for him, but now he's free, right? No, he's not. He's not free. I mean, yeah, it's like kind of free, a little bit. Okay. 1 damage. Okay, go repair that, bud. This fires every 9 seconds, so it's gonna fire before our weapons even get to shoot. So, okay, that's going. Never mind, it's not going anywhere. Yeah, your weapons don't work, pirate scum. How you feel now? Not so hot. Yeah, didn't think so. 3 fuel, 2 drone parts, and 9 scrap. No, I don't think so, sir. How about you die? Alright, thanks. Well, now we know it's a Billy run because we got our Hull Smasher laser. 10 scrap and a Hull Smasher laser. It's not a very good weapon, but could use it if we absolutely have to. Right. Alright, yeah, welcome aboard, you're free! Get in the back of the ship. Alright. Damn Engies. The main problem with the Hull laser is it fires in 14 seconds. I mean, we could use it if we had to, but this is just fires a lot faster. So the 2 seconds can definitely make the difference between taking damage and not taking damage. So we're gonna attack the ship to get to the sensor station. We're not interested in what the sensor station has, but we are interested in getting the scrap from killing this ship. So always attack. And with 2 shields up, the ship can't deal us damage. Hooray! Yes, definitely Avian. We already have a much better weapon setup than what we did when we fought the flagship. Up our evasion here, give us a chance to train that a little bit more. No dodges, but that's okay. I'm not going to target their weapons, because I just want those to keep firing on me while we're sitting here killing their ship. It has a chance to breach. It's a possible effect. The same that a burst laser 2 has a possible effect of fire. It's not that high. Okay, this is gonna let them fire on us a little bit. Nice. How far away are we? Okay, I think it's gotta be the same, right? Yeah. Oh no, he's up. Oh no, he's just. Okay, we just dodged a couple more times. That's why. Just 4 more dodges, and we'll actually have our evasion up. So maybe it's not the worst to sit here for a minute. What's up, XCOM? How you doing, man? Just gonna turn this burst laser one off so I don't have to do it. No, you were already here, XCOM. What are you talking about? What are you saying hi for? You damn kids! Ah. Yeah, you're a little bit of a slave. Look, it's not that big of a deal, alright? Look, you were on sale, okay? He talked me into it. Alright, even if I don't dodge, I don't care. I'll sit here. 10 scrap, then we got the information from the surrounding area. Thank goodness. I don't know what I was going to do without that. Okay, it's by a nearby sun. Got a distress. That's kind of lame. I don't really want to store right now. Oh, we do have the hull laser to sell. We can sell the Artemis too. So yeah, that's actually perfectly fine. So we'll take the distress, store, and then sun, and then we'll go here, and then we're going to be diving. What's up, guys? Let's hail them. 1 drone part for 10 few. Yeah, okay, absolutely. Look, I didn't need drone parts. That sounds great. You have dual burst laser too, you hacker. Drone control, crew teleporter, teleporting. Okay, and they have a heavy laser too. I love heavy laser too. Don't think we're gonna be purchasing that though. I definitely could though. The only reason I'd be buying it would just be to use it in the future. And it's not like absolutely necessary at all, so I think we'd probably be better off just gonna sell that, and I should just probably sell this Artemis missile. Like, when the hell are we using this? Like, the instance that we use this Artemis missile is if our weapons take a point of damage and then I turn the Artemis on while we're trying to repair our weapons. Yeah. Hull Laser 2 is nice. It is slower than the Hull Laser 1, but it actually causes breaches and fires 3 shots at 15 seconds, I think. So even though it's slow, it's actually pretty solid. Or Crystal Heavy 2. I'd rather have the Heavy 2. I don't know what the Crystal Heavy 2 fires in, but I'm assuming it's not in 13 seconds. Shoots the bad guys and doesn't afraid of anything. That is a fact. Absolutely. I'm going to upgrade my engines, probably. I kind of want to get a bar of power to get my engines up. I'm going to jump here first. I could have sold the Artemis there, but I think we're fine too. Thanks, Azaria. Oh, we're gonna try and carry the poor humans to victory. Actually, what I want to target, since they can't do damage to us with this weapon setup, what I want to target is their shields, since that will make them have a bad time when the solar flare hits. Nope, definitely not interested in that reward. Sorry, bud. Actually blew them up way before the solar flare even hit. 15 scrap, 1 missile, and a drone part. And we're not going to get out of here before the solar flare hits. So whatever. Okay, we got a fire in our doors as well as our shields. This could... I mean, if we didn't have this extra crew, this would definitely be extremely annoying. I'm going to send extra guys up here just so we can get this put out right away. The NG's twice as good at putting out fires as anybody else, so I'm not too concerned with him not getting that out. So, gonna get everybody healed up, hit enter, send everybody back to their normal spots, and then we're gonna jump around. Terminal humanitis. Poor bastards. Stay out of this or you'll be next. So a potential double reward here. Well, no, it's a remote settlement, so guaranteed double reward of some kind. So that's nice. They're definitely going to be targeting their weapons here, since this missile is definitely annoying. We only need the 1 level of shield, so I'm not even going to bother powering it. Nice dodge. We got training in our piloting and lane. Piloting and engines. That's a terrible offer, sir. Piracy cannot be forgiven for that price. What's up, Rockman? You guys putting out that fire? You know, you doing a good job? And my guy in weapons got a level there, so 10% faster. Not too bad. You guys are gonna have a bad day. It's not a good day. 14 scrap, 2 fuel, and a missile, and a little bit of stuff. Not the worst. I'm gonna get Schlades healed up here. And since we're gonna be diving, there's no ASB because it's on a nebula. But that being said, I still would like to get my engines to level 4, just because that was going to be my next order of business anyway. And I bought a bar of power as well, so that way we can just pull this one oxygen and then have that up. And we're going to plan on targeting their weapons regardless of what the hell they have. But they'll probably have they're going to have like 4 power and weapons and at least 2 shields. Yep. So we're going to try and target their weapons. A lot of times they have boarding as well. Oh, you're not in weapons, are you? God damn it. God damn it, Schlades. You're costing us precious time that could be used to... I should have had my engines up, by the way. Nice damage. Their ship might be weak enough where I could just kill them and take their fuel. Their 1 fuel. That's all you get from killing elite fighters is a single fuel. We could jump away, but I think we're gonna kill them for their 1 fuel. Give me it! I want the fuel! Elite scum! I saw it, yeah. Saw the last second. I saw Schlades slacking. Yeah, give me that fuel. Alrighty. So, if we wanted to get crazy here, we could take some jumps in the nebula and fight some rebel elites. But I think that's pushing it a little bit. Pushing it just a little bit. Not really interested in the Uncharted Nebula. We'll just take the civilian sector. We do have long-range scanners, so we'd have more options as far as the nebula goes, but we might get nebulas in the civilian sector too, so it's nothing exceptional gonna be there for us, I don't think. Look at it. I told you there was gonna be nebulas. I told you. 10 out of 10 reward, I know, right? Greatest reward ever. 1 fuel, 1 jump. So I kind of want to go to where the ship is, but I also kind of want to jump here, because jumping here unveils 4 beacons, and then we could jump here, and then we have all these beacons unveiled, so we could, if there's stores or whatever, we could kind of make our plans like that. Way well before the advance is getting here. We're probably going to clear that entire nebula as well. So I'm going to jump here. So there's no ship detected, so we don't know what kind of an event. Could be a dead beacon, as it is, but whatever. I can jump here. That gives us 3 beacons we haven't seen. This is only going to give me 2 beacons I haven't seen. There's probably going to be something over there that we're interested in, I would imagine. Yeah. My God. Settlement blockaded by a pirate ship. We're gonna attack the pirates. They actually have a pretty decent weapon setup here. Let me point out, they have a burst laser too, and they also have a missile weapon, and they have cloaking, and they're gonna be boarding me, and they have a clone bay, which isn't super relevant, but the fact that they have 2 shields is so. Definitely has the potential to do us some damage here, but we have 40% evasion. And they boarded me with an NG. Okay, you get... Really? An NG. You boarded me with an NG. Okay. Now, I almost pulled this NG to go fight, and I do kind of want to do that, even though he's really bad at fighting. But I do not want to do that right away, because I want to get my human in the room first to stop him from running away. So I'm definitely going to be targeting his weapons first, I think. I'm going to up our evasion here. 40% evasion to dodge this missile. And nice, we even dodged it. Hopefully we can kill this NG. He's got nothing but NG on his ship, actually, probably. And if an AI boards you with NG, that means that they don't have like any humans or rock or mantis or slug to board you with. So they must just have NGs and Zoltans. That's got to be all that they have. Nice, get those weapons offline. Very nice. They're going to be repairing them very quickly because they're clearly have a bunch of NG on their ship. We got that guy dead, but they have a clone base, so he's going to be getting cloned pretty soon. I probably could have checked sensors, but it's I wanted the NG to go fight, so we'll check sensors now. It's probably okay. So he actually only has 2 NGs on board. That's crazy. To try and kill this clone bay. Nice. Okay, so this is the only guy left on board. He's got 100 health, but that doesn't mean that we can't kill him. It depends on how much they resist. Okay, they did get the weapons repaired. That's annoying. So I'm gonna have to target those, I guess. I don't want that missile to fire at me. Now they're trying to run away. That's just stupid. So we're not going to be getting a crew kill here. It's a little sad, but it's okay. He's going to be in weapons for sure. Oh my god, a double fire? Yeah, I'm not interested in that particular reward, sir. My god, you're having a bad time, O'Regan. I mean, nah, that's just really not good for you. We are going to want to fire on them before they cloak again, I think. Even though this is like a vague chance of a crew kill here because he's in here, like he's going to run away before he dies to the fire. And he didn't even... Yeah. Alright. So we'll target him here. If we get crazy lucky... The way that we get a crew kill right now is if this shot hits their clone bay and they resist the damage, and then the 2 shots that I fire, of the 2 shots that if they both hit him in the weapons, if they resist one of those shots, that's how we get this crew kill. So he'd have to resist both these shots. Nope. Okay, that's fine. There's a chance. 19 scrap, 2 fuel, and a missile, and contact the settlements. Alright, a little bit of a bonus. Not too bad. Better than nothing. Get Slades healed up here. 69 scrap. Double distress. Oh my goodness. Double distress store. So, alright. We definitely have a significant amount of blue options for distresses since we have the NG. Let's see. I think I'm going to want to hit this beacon, actually, and then the distress, and then go to the store. And then we'll come back up here, and we'll clear out as much of this nebula as we can, and then we'll finish off with the exit. It's going to be kind of difficult to get, like, this exit's in a very far to the right spot. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is this going to be covered after 6 jumps? Yes, so I guess we can't really do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is not covered after 5. we do want to hit this beacon because that lets us jump up here. It's definitely kind of a weird sector layout for sure. So I guess we're just going to go to both the distresses first and then go to the store afterwards. Picking up a single life form. Let's investigate. So, with this event, you find a colony that seems recently attacked. Exploring the devastation, you find a lone survivor. If you invite him to join your crew, in this event, there's no negative thing that can happen. You will receive a random crew member that you could have acquired in the sector, and he's going to have a random skill. If you take him home, there's a chance that you get a high or a low scrap reward. We're definitely going to invite him to join our crew. The reason being, like, we have 5 crew, which isn't bad, but we wouldn't mind having a 6th one. And we're in Sector 3, so even if we get, even if he happened to be, like, we get a high reward, it's probably not going to be worth a crew member, even if we get stuck with a human, so. In this case, we get a Mantis, which is fine, because we don't have any Mantis on board. Always welcome non-human crew members. Okay. XCOM gets the name. There you go, man. Definitely happy to get a crew member. The glorious Mantis. Alrighty, so they got a quarantine here. If you don't have a blue option on this event, you do not want to send in your crew to control the crowds. Even if you have a clone bay, if you lose a crew member, they get infected with this virus, and you cannot get them back in the clone bay. So, if you don't have blue option, don't do it. But we do, so. 4 fuel, 2 missiles, and 14 scrap. All right, so we're gonna go to the store. We got 83 scrap, definitely not too bad. We can afford some stuff. You'd rather be a human? That's treasonous talk, XCOM. Okay, let's just take it easy. We all know you don't actually want to be a human. Okay, just calm down. Okay, we're probably going to buy mind control here. It does kind of suck a little bit to get mind control right now, just because we're going to be heading into the nebula, so we don't have any use for it in there, but just because we don't have a slug, but that's fine. Mind control is one of the systems that we're going to be wanting, and we have the scrap for it, and we don't really have anything else that we need to be upgrading at the moment, so that's what we're going to do. Yeah. Buy mind control. I think I'm probably just going to sell this Artemis missile. Like, there's like some really crappy situations where we could use it, but I don't know. I don't really feel like it. I guess it. Can I use the scrap that I get from selling it right now? No. So I guess we'll just keep it. Well, actually, that's not true. I could use it. You get a free power bar for like 30 seconds. That would be definitely interesting, Delayed. That would definitely be interesting. You know what it would have to do, though? I think in order to balance it, it'd have to like ion it or something like that for a period of time afterwards, like ion a power away or something. I don't know. It'd have to like suck power out of your reactor after the ability was over. If you could just have it just for the crew member, like getting extra power like that, that's pretty nuts. It's pretty nuts. Like I could sell the Artemis and then get a bar of power, but I don't like need it. I guess I'm just going to keep the Artemis for the time being, because the only instance that I could see us really having to use it is in like an absolutely really dangerous situation, so. Moves into attack A, alright. Heavy Laser 2 fires at 13 seconds, and the Fire Beam fires every 20 seconds. Don't think we really going to be risking. Like, we could definitely risk taking damage here, because they have, the asteroids are going to be hitting our shields, and this thing is a nightmare when you start getting hit by it. 2 damage per shot is absolute disaster. So we're definitely going to be targeting their weapons as soon as we can, but And we're also going to be mind controlling their pilot when our shots are going out. The reason we want to do that is it reduces their evasion significantly. So we're going to do this, and then our burst laser 2 get in there. Nice, and actually got their burst laser 2 off, or I'm sorry, their heavy laser 2 offline. We even got a double fire in there. Look at you guys and your beam, your fire beam. Ain't you fancy? Ain't you fancy? So we could it's really unlikely that we're going to be at a crew kill here. We could maybe try for it, though. I really am not a big fan of going for crew kills when it's in an asteroid field, especially when they're trying to run away. It's really not going to happen. Like, the way that we could get a crew kill here is if they're still repairing weapons by the time my mind control comes back online. That would be an instance where we might be able to get a crew kill here. Yeah, I'm not super interested in that. Okay. Whoa! They're having a bad time. Nope, not accepting surrender. They got one hull. They also have a slug repair gel because they're at a slug ship, so it's auto-repairing. Oh wow, he almost killed the mantis. He's got 7 fucking health. That's crazy. So we'll definitely be able to mind control him before the mantis finishes repairing oxygen, which is kind of interesting. So I think what we might do is mind control the Rockman. Ooh, I don't know. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Okay, the mantis is actually going to do damage to their... he's gonna do damage to their piloting, so it's actually gonna destroy the ship. When I mind control the mantis, I was hoping that this guy they would like meet in the same room and fight, but that didn't happen. So sorry. You think it'd be balanced by needing 2 Zoltans? Maybe. Then I need to think of a gimmick for every other pair. Extra fire extinguisher power for 2 rock and 1 room. That'd be kind of interesting. They have like an activated ability. they just stomp on the ground, just put out a square of fire automatically, or like put out a room of fire. That'd be pretty busted actually. 22 scrap, nice. 3 fuel and a drone parts. All right. Another store. Well, I don't have scrap for you, store. Okay. We don't have enough scrap. About the only thing that I would, we'll see what they have before I start talking. Like, I was thinking, like, if they had a flak 1, then we could sell the burst laser, and the Artemis to buy it, but that would be about it. It's the only thing that we might want. But we're getting a lot of resources this run, for sure. So the humans could have an activated ability where they enhance a system that they're in. Like if he's piloting, you could deactivate it and it'll give you like an extra couple of % evasion. If he's in shields, like it'll charge the shield faster or something like that. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, two humans in the same room, one just kills the other one. Yeah, sounds good. Alright, so we're gonna hit up this nebula. My plan is to go like here, here, here. Here. 1, 2.5. Like in a perfect world, we could hit. Actually, I can hit this too. So I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 2. So I could hit all those and then hit this and then here and then go to the exit. That seems legit, right? Yeah. All right, cool. That's pretty good considering the weird sector layout. out okay for us. I could definitely buy another bar of power, to be honest. I'm gonna do that. Probably next thing is gonna be getting our shields to level 3. Not necessary in this sector, but next sector, we're probably gonna want that. We'll have enough time to probably get to the end of this sector, and then that's gonna be it for tonight, unfortunately. Humans are well balanced stat-wise, like slugs. Yeah, but slugs are just infinitely better than humans because they have more blue events, and they have the ability to see enemies in nebulas, or without sensors specifically. Attack the pirate, sir. So we have no use for the mind control here, other than the fact that we could mind control this guy, but we just want to kill him. Actually, we could get a crew kill here, possibly. We'll see how it goes. Let me get those weapons offline. Hopefully we dodge this missile. If not, it's not the end of the world. We did get dodged a missile. Okay, humans dead. Nice. Silly human. He's got to have guys in the weapons here repairing. So what I'm probably going to do is just wait for that to get repaired a little bit, and then we'll just do a nice little volley on there and try and send him to Frown Town. Trying to escape? What you talking about? You don't need to escape. So if I fire like this and I turn this off, then we leave him with 1 health. We hit every shot. 6 fuel, 2 drone parts, and 12 scrap. Well, we're not really low on fuel, and I'd rather have like 20 scrap than that, to be honest. No. Well, oh, we even got the crew kill. Nice. We went for the crew kill and we got it. If I would have shot that extra shot, then we probably would have gotten the crew kill anyway, because I don't think the shot would have gotten there in time. But still, that was great. So we got 18 scrap and a boarding drone. The boarding drone sells for 35, I want to say, something like that. Pretty significant. So that was very nice. Always worth going for the crew kill. If it wouldn't have happened, then it wouldn't have been a big deal. But we went for it and we got it. So get a bonus. Now I'm gonna be going to that store. Not worth it for a dive. We're not interested. So we go here, 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 and then the exit. Okie dokie. They're trying to run away. Don't think you're gonna make it, sir. They do have this Ion Mark II, which is definitely annoying. They can deal us damage here, no question. But we did dodge that shot, so that's nice. We're gonna try and do damage to their piloting here to stop them from running away. Nice. And then I'm just going to go ahead and hit their weapons to stop this thing from firing on us, because that's annoying. If that hits us 3 times in a row, then we're going to get dealt damage by the beam weapon, and that doesn't sound like fun. Nice. We got the hit even though they were cloaked. Get wrecked, sir. Welcome to the stealth bee life. 14 scrap, 2 missiles, and a drone part. Okay, Ion Storm with a ship in it. And this could be a rock ship. What's our situation like in an Ion Storm? 6 power, 7 with the Zoltan, so we could have this online and have 2 power, well, 3 power with the Zoltan. So I could have these online, 1 level of shields, as well as a power in my engines or oxygen or whatever. It's not like terrible. It's not great either, so. I could get this power. It'll give us an extra power. It doesn't really do us a whole lot, though. Like, I could have an extra level of shields out. I think we're just going to go ahead and fight this ship. We should be fine. YOLO. Okay. A rebel scout seems to be waiting. Indeed. And they have their defense drone 2 up, which is kind of fucking crazy. We're going to definitely try and hit their weapons down, because I don't want that missile firing on us constantly. That doesn't sound like fun. Actually, I should, you know, to be honest, since we don't need our shields up, I should have this Zoltan in, like, weapons or somewhere where it's actually useful. I don't need my shields online. I'd much rather have an extra point in evasion. I want to fire both these at the same time, because otherwise the defense drone, too, is going to have more shots. I'll be able to shoot it more times. So we have 35% evasion. We don't know if it's going to hit until it actually gets to the room where it's targeting. It dodged. Nice. Very nice. They took their weapons down completely, so that worked out well. Gonna target their shields down now. I could target their drones just the same, but I just kind of feel like doing that. Nope. Not interested in your shenanigans, sir. Just give me the scrap. We pay the iron price around here. 27 scrap, 1 fuel, and a drone part. Get back into shields. Get these online. And let's jump. Okay. Another auto scout. So this can deal us damage. It's probably going to deal us damage. It looks like they have a really high level of cloaking. Ooh, if this heavy laser hits us, we're going to be dealt damage by this beam. Or not. Never mind. It actually finished firing before the laser even got to us, so that's good for us. So we're going to target their weapons. Once we get one of those weapons down, they just can't deal us damage anymore. So they're going to get cloaking up before we get our next shot off, but that's okay. Gets it down to level 1 cloaking. I'm going to do another volley into there. There we go. They only got 1 health left. Poor auto scout. Just kidding. Die. Scrap, 1 fuel, and a drone part. We're going to be hopping over here. If we get a manually searching wreckage event, that would be okay. We have the level 2 piloting still. Otherwise, we might have to fight a drone, in which case we're also should be fine. And we have another blue option. Like I said, it's manually searching, so hopefully we get it. If not, no big deal. We got a Rockman. That's actually great. We have a lot of blue options for distresses now. That's pretty sweet. Let's get you named. Delayed gets the name. There you go. And we're going to jump here, then here, here, and then the exit. Yep. Okay, just a crappy nebula event where we get boarded, not a huge deal. And they're both... Oh yeah, I didn't actually move my Rockman into a room, did I? That's okay. Got it under control. Yeah, I don't think the devs are going to be doing anything extra with this game, but that would definitely be something that could mention to modders, I would imagine. I don't really have a really great place for this Rockman. I could probably put him in door. You know what? I'm going to have the Rockman be in sensors, and the Mantis is just going to be my runaround killy dude. Mods for this game add skills based on 2 people the same ways to run them. I have no idea. Breach missiles and 11 scrap. Hooray, free stuff. Stuff we're going to be selling. kind of hurrying along here because we're already after 9 o'clock, so we're just kind of trying to wrap it up. Okay, and this is another one of those events where we would, if we had cloaking or hacking, we could bypass this, but we always want to attack the ship to get to the station. Definitely a ship that can deal us damage. Hopefully, we're probably going to be targeting their... I don't know, I could target either one of these. It's fine. Either their weapons or their drones would have been fine to target. No more evasion for you, auto scum. Gotta be getting close to a level here. Oh yeah. Get the level on the next volley. Yay! 21 scrap. Investigate the station. Nothing there, unfortunately. That's alright. We're gonna hit the exit. So our supplies of mining explosive have run out. We could use this blue option, but it doesn't do anything, so we're just gonna give them 15 missiles. Oh, you piece of shit, we already have those! Ship already has this augment, and its effect cannot stack. You break it down into scrap. Oh well. Alright, so our next sector is going to be a Mantis-controlled sector, and we're going to be continuing that on Wednesday.